One up, cunt.
Alright, so the reason why I'm making this video now is because Pyrositonurnutz is the cutest lesbian of all time, and I didn't want to make her sad by making this video, and I really wanted her to sit on my nuts, and the only way for her to sit on your nuts is if you make her happy, but I felt like if I made this video when all this came out, I would have made her sad and she wouldn't have sat on my nuts. But then I failed No Nut November, and because if you fail No Nut November, she won't sit on your nuts, so I already lost that privilege. And now because I have nothing to lose, I'm making this video now. Now, but for real, the reason why I didn't make this video when all this came out was because there wasn't enough proof to confirm that Pyro did this stuff, and hell, there's not even enough proof now to confirm that he did this stuff. And also there's the fact that I have to do research for these videos, and the research wasn't a thing that took up a lot of time. The real thing that took up a lot of time was having to find a service that would dump my laptop's hard drive into the Pacific Ocean after having to search up some of the stuff I had to search up for this video. And now don't get me wrong, some of the stuff that was discussed between these two was pretty hot. Hell, I jerked off to it a couple of times myself. In fact, that's why I failed No Nut November, but I do not want a hard drive in my laptop that had to search up some of the shit that is in the Discord DMs. Alright, jokes aside. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, basically this person on Twitter came out with allegations that Pyro was grooming them when they were 15. And again, I want to make it clear that these are just allegations. Like, we don't know if this actually happened. So honestly, just take this stuff with a grain of salt and don't jump to any conclusions of Pyro. But anyways, this person said that Pyro would send this person an SFW and very fetishy YouTube videos that would involve furries and vor. And if you don't know what vor is, and after looking this up, I had to take out my laptop's hard drive and throw that bitch into the Pacific Ocean, because Lord knows deleting my search history isn't enough after looking that shit up. Basically, it's when you get a boner from someone eating you and swallowing you, which I know, guys, after I told you what that was, you're probably getting out the bottle of lotion right now. And Pyro would also make this person get fetishy material for him. This person then went on to show Discord screenshots of them supposedly communicating with Pyro. And in the first couple of screenshots, we can already see a problem with these claims that don't really prove anything, and that is that this is a deleted user, so we don't know if this is Pyro. This could be anyone. This could have been a person who impersonated Pyro to get to this person. But essentially here we have some fan art of Pyrocynical that the deleted user sent to this person. And the reason why that one image is blurred is because it's very inappropriate, and I didn't feel like it would be suitable for YouTube standards, but then the second one, it's just a regular piece of fan art, I guess. The person then went on to say, "Ooh, that's really nice." And then the deleted user said, "Thanks," followed by the gamer word. And another thing that doesn't really prove anything is that the user said that they were 15 when this stuff happened, and there's really no proof of this person's age at the time, so for all we know, this person could possibly be lying about their age at the time. Now, before we go any further into these DMs, I just want to say that another reason that this video took a while to make was because every time I tried to record me saying this stuff, I couldn't get through it without laughing, because some of this shit just makes me laugh my dick off. Like, the 12-year-old inside of me just starts to come out and then run to the police asking for help because a 18-year-old boy ate a 12-year-old. Finds this shit very funny, even though I know I shouldn't be laughing at this stuff because, you know, this stuff could have happened and it would have been inappropriate of Pyro to send this stuff if it did happen, but come on, you cannot expect someone to laugh at some of the shit said by the deleted user. Oh yeah, also, the stuff said was just very hot and I had to, like, jerk off after reading it, so if you gotta pause the video after hearing some of this stuff to do it, I completely understand. To be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while rubbing you against my huge, sweaty moobs, then kiss your cheek, telling you how much I loved you, and then kiss you on the lips and let out a hard, long belch into your mouth. I'd eat your cock up with my ass, TBH, IDK, fart so long and hard on your lap you wouldn't be able to breathe. My ass and back would be dripping in sweat. Got the thick of my dragon, BTW.
Why are you looking at this? What is wrong with you? You're fucking sick! What?
And then the person making the accusation said, "Ooh, big boy, my gut would crush you. You'd hear all the moaning and growling from the animals I've eaten beforehand swimming around in my massive belly." Okay, I know I shouldn't be laughing at this stuff, but come on, this stuff is just very funny to read. Like, you never would expect someone to say this type of shit. After that, the deleted user then went on to say something that adds to this user possibly being pyrocynical. And in this DM, the deleted user talked about I'm Alex and Keemstar, and then the deleted user went on to say that they were scared that the accuser would go to Keemstar and expose Pyro for all the messages he sent. But again, guys, we don't know if this is Pyro, so don't jump to any conclusions. This doesn't really prove that it's Pyro. And also, this really doesn't prove the age of the accuser either. So again, we don't know if they were 15 at the time. And again, this could have been someone impersonating Pyro to get to this person. So again, I know I keep repeating myself, but take this with a grain of salt and don't jump to any conclusions about Pyro. The accuser then posted the ID number of the deleted user to prove that this account was Pyro's, but then a lot of people pointed out that the ID number of a deleted Discord user is different when you click on a member's list compared to clicking on a user from a chat log. Another piece of evidence that the accuser put out was them sending a meme to Pyro, and then Pyro put it in his video, but this could have possibly been a case of inspect element. And again, we can't verify if this account is Pyrocynical's. So again, I know I keep saying this a lot, but take this with a grain of salt and don't jump to any conclusions. After all these tweets were made, obviously everyone was very skeptical about all this stuff because the evidence they provided wasn't really enough to prove that this was Pyro. Now, after all this came out, Pyro didn't respond to this because honestly at the time he didn't have to, and he just uploaded a video, so I'm not gonna shit on him for doing that. Anyways, after that, the accuser then released a tweet longer where they said that Pyro did know the age and that they also didn't have proof to show that they were 15 at the time. The accuser then also scrolled through the messages to confirm that this was a real conversation and that they weren't just like edited or something. In addition to that, they also show that the account was on Pyrocynical's Discord, but again, this could or could not be Pyro. Like, this could have been someone on the Discord server that wasn't Pyro. They also then went on to say why they didn't go to the police with this stuff, and it was because Pyro was in the UK and they were in the US. Now, to all my viewers out there, if you ever get groomed by someone, just report it to the police so that way they can build a case against them. After all this came out, Pyrocynical's girlfriend then responded to the accuser by messaging them, and in these messages they imply that Pyro did know this person and their age. She said that he knew this person's living conditions and that there really wasn't that much of an age difference, and that this person wasn't innocent because they went along with the role play. Then she went on to talk about this person's history and was just a complete bitch about it, saying like that the accuser slept with multiple adult men, so why should they care about what Pyro did? She then said that this probably did happen instead of it didn't happen, and then even after she talked like she knew that it happened and that it wasn't that bad, it happened. So essentially, Pyro's girlfriend made this situation look a whole lot worse for Pyro. But again, let me make something clear. There's no concrete evidence that Pyro did this stuff. And there's also evidence to suggest that the accuser lied about these allegations because in a Discord call released by a friend of the accuser admits to using Pyro for e-fame and clout. So essentially, it's possible that this person lied about Pyrocynical just for clout.
Guys, it's not like, oh, I'm trying to get his e-fame. More than anything, it's like they just see somebody that they really like.
Okay, I'm sorry if it offended you. It's just an expression about dick sucking, but me and Lepervier stayed so fucking quiet all the time.
Yo, I heard there's a.
Can you move us to private? I
What's
don't want the sound complaint.
Stop.
I can't move people. Yes, what the fuck?
But
Okay, what I said was, we stayed so fucking quiet. Me and Lepervier don't want to weird him out or some shit. I know he like talking. Oh, can you check my video? Oh my god! And he goes like, yeah, I'm gonna check it afterwards. Will he? No. Will he check your music? Maybe. I can't think.
He already did.
Okay, he did, and you're probably gonna become famous. And haven't you noticed? When he said good things about you, everyone started talking to you because they probably know you're gonna get big.
No. Like it wasn't. Wait, everybody's mad at me?
No. Just
No. Somebody said.
Now, does this prove that they lied about these allegations? No, it doesn't, but it's very fishy. In addition to that, this person also did an interview with Tommy C, and in that interview, Tommy asked if they were actually groomed by Pyro, and they said this.
And how were you groomed? Because you don't need to be groomed for this to be wrong. Let me tell you something right now. If this conversation itself, assuming it took place, and it's looking like it did, is completely inappropriate for adult to have with a child. But the grooming thing, that brings it to a whole new level. I mean, now we're talking about people that are, not just having a dirty conversation with an underage person, but plan to do something about it. I mean, is it really fair that you use the word grooming? And if that's true, if you feel that's true, where was this going? Did somebody tell you to use the word grooming?
I was in a call with my friend when I typed it out, and I typed I remember I typed that and asked is that okay? Because they know about this, and that was I got a yes for that. So
yes, because it reads more like a YouTube thumbnail. Do you honestly believe? And just be honest. Did you not understand the definition of the word completely?
Forcing or manipulating a child into a sexual situation.
Okay.
So basically what this person admitted to was that they didn't tell Pyro that they were uncomfortable with what Pyro was doing, and they can't say definitively if Pyro groomed them, and that a friend told them to say that Pyro groomed them. So what are my thoughts on all this? Now, I can't say that Pyro did this stuff because there's not enough definitive proof to prove that this was Pyro. However, with all the evidence that's come out against him, it's looking very likely that this is Pyro, and I feel like he does need to respond to all this. However, at the same time, the accuser looks very fishy because of the fact that they said Pyro groomed them, even though they themselves don't really fully know that Pyro groomed them. So that was pretty irresponsible. And also, there's the call between the accuser and their friends where they said that they wanted to get E-fame from Pyro and clout. So it is possible that this person did lie about these allegations. But again, this doesn't prove that they lied about these allegations. However, it just looks really fishy. And it's even more fishy considering the fact that the accuser blocked the person that released the call. So yeah, I really can't say that Pyro did this stuff. I do hope that Pyro didn't do this stuff though, because Pyro is one of my favorite YouTubers, and if he did, it would just be very disappointing that he would do this. And also that would mean he's a furry. So that's all I really have to say on all this. Anyways, I gotta go board my windows for the fucking election and the chaos it will bring once the results are in. Bye.